I object. I'm trying to get in the mood of being a lawyer, baby, because that's what we're in store for, I believe, in this game. Ace Attorney is a game that has been requested by one of my Ultra Tier level members. Thank you very much for your support. And they picked this as their game for a one-off video. Now, as the rule usually goes, it'll be a little longer than normal. And if I love it and or you love it, let me know in the comments below, and it might end up rolling into a full playthrough on the channel. I really don't know anything about this other than the fact there's a whole bunch of them, and I think it's like a courtroom setting for the game. I don't know if I actually go like visit crime scenes or if I have to actually like do some investigating or if it's all just back and forth talking inside of a courtroom. I have no idea, but I'm super excited to see what this is like. And if we do fall in love with this, there's a whole bunch of these I could play on the channel. If by some chance this is your first time finding my channel, welcome. Hope you have a fantastic time. And if you do have a really good time, it sure helps me out if you think about hitting that subscribe button for me. All right, without any further delay, let's get court in session and see what this game is all about. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Play the first, yes. Start playing. Gasp, gasp. Ooh, is that the murder weapon? Whoa. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Oh no. I'll make it look like he did it. Mwahaha. I feel like there should be an evil laugh there. August 3rd. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Mia, I like that name. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Trying to get into it here. He is confused. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh, butts. Nick! Hey! Hey there, Larry! Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Oh my goodness. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Oh, is that his... does he know the lady that was killed? Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Okay, so that must have been who we saw there at the beginning. The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. That's funny. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. That's very cool. August 3rd, 10 o'clock. Court is in session. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. No comment. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Nope. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in your case. Phoenix Wright, Larry Butts, Mia Fey. Please state the name of the defendant. So that would be us, right, Larry? The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. I don't think I've read it. Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Oh, of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Ooh, check this out. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Here's the Cindy's autopsy report. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. So we have Cindy for a first name. Maybe that's enough to figure out who it is. Profiles, maybe? So we got Mia, chief attorney at Fay & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who has been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, the victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. And then Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Well, that's probably good. So Cindy Stone. There we go. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned, hit with a blunt object, and strangled. Or strangled. Man, all three of those? That would be a terrible way to go, right? Okay, number 2. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why you shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for your prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Now, okay, so it didn't put anything else here that wasn't on the pop-up. I'm wondering if it'll ever like display an object and not give all the information from here. So here for a bit, I'll probably check each time just to make sure, but okay. The prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. The guy kind of wants to just die, so who knows what might happen here. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. Wow, you freaked out quick. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyways? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the records. Apparently arrived home from Paris at 7:30. The day before. Trying to remember, in July, is there 30 or 31 days? Trying to figure out if the murder took place in July or August. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering. I guess we're going to try and stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I met her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Nope. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. He went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly, stop him from answering. We should probably go with honestly. We'll go number 1. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Uh-oh. Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies the matter. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit? Sahwit? He saw it? He saw it happen. Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand. He looks so happy, don't he? Mr. Sahwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sahwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sahwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. And he found her at 1, I believe he said. But who drops off newspapers in the afternoon? That's my first thought. Although I guess he was saying he sells subscriptions. I guess you wouldn't be dropping off papers. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave you. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Cross-examination. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. So we got press, present. What's E, present? Oh! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Oh, no. I didn't actually spot anything yet. Hold on a second. Oh, it wasn't present, it was present. Great. Oops. Okay, death was between 4 and 5. So if he saw her at 1 o'clock, can I go back? I think I might have messed up. How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't. They are. Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think I won me any points with the judge. Yeah, well, sorry. I was going door to door. Yeah, okay. So the issue is the autopsy. He said that he found her at 1 o'clock. This says time of death was at 4 o'clock. So this is it. Boom, baby. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. What? Whoops, that didn't go so well. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. What's press mean? I'm going to try tapping Q. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Okay, I think I see how this works now. So I can use what's in the evidence to try to contradict the statement that's on the screen. If there's nothing on the screen that I have contradictions from the crime, I need to press him to try to get some more information or try to get him to slip up. Okay, I think that's how it works. And this, I'm assuming, is my health bar. If it gets all the way down, I probably lose the case or something. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. I don't think I've got anything in the evidence that would work against that. So we're going to hit press. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd. In a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Okay, we'll just press. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So, you looked into the apartment. What happened next then? Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Now, I'm assuming I don't want to try to present the autopsy thing until he makes his statement about it being right at 1 o'clock. Because this, even though technically the autopsy would be like, well, you were wrong right here, he hasn't made the statement yet that it's 1 o'clock. I think he makes that next, so we'll go one more time here. Are you sure she was dead? I mean, he didn't go in. Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. So we'll press on this. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Then how'd you know the phone was dead? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. Okay, we're just gonna press, I guess. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Now, he just said that he hasn't touched anything in her apartment. This, he would have only known if he touched her phone. I don't think there's anything... I don't think there's anything through here that would help with that, so... we're just gonna go with Q again here. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes. I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried to use that to call. And the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. What happens if I just click this? I remember the time exactly. Okay, so you can just go. You don't have to hit the press button, okay? It was 1. Okay, now this is where we're going to present this. E. Boom, baby. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Boom, baby. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is so much fun. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Yeah, right. Mr. Sahwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. That's so fun. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh boy. Witness testimony. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television, but they had no power. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Okay, cross-examination. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Is this when I should present the blackout? Let's try it. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sahwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sahwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. This is so much fun. Hearing the time. All right, what do you got up your sleeve this time? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Oh, well, we know this is wrong already. That must have been what I saw. Wow. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay. Here we go. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it. Present these.
Objection!
Objection! Wait just a moment. I love the little boom. The weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Well, you with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the questions, Mr. Sahwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. But if you have to tilt it, it means there's another object he touched. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is if he was holding it in his hand. That's right. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he knew the victim went into the apartment. I guess we'll have to go number one. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. But that means that what he would have heard the clock say, either he was lying when he said 1 o'clock, or the statue just didn't say the right time. Because the autopsy still says it was after 4. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sahwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard no... I mean, I saw... Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. Dude's in total meltdown now. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sahwit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Oh, it's showing me that I got 2 on the... right there. If you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Examine the clock's batteries. The neighbors wouldn't do any good because the only neighbor there would have been the only neighbor that would have heard it would be the person being prosecuted. Try sounding the clock. That would work if we're going to get like a reaction out of the guy. Examine the clock's batteries. I can't think of a situation where examining the clock's batteries would... The fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries. We're going to try the bottom one, mainly because I think what we're going for with this is we will get some kind of a reaction from the guy saw it because he's going to hear the sound again. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. That was weird. Well, he is the thinker after all. Oh, I guess that makes sense. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. There's a 3-hour difference. Ark! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sahwit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sahwit tried to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sahwit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Really? Not so fast, Mr. Sahwit. Oh, Mia's kicking in. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Oh! She might have taken it over to Paris with her. Is there a 3-hour time difference, maybe? Maybe that's it. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would have been 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Okay. Just to double check. I don't think that could do any good. I don't think anything there. Cause of death. Attorney's badge. No, I think it's the passport. I hope I'm right. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 7 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sahwit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? I'm so glad I picked up on the little hint on the name right there, because that switch just means all the more. Yeah. That was crazy. Order, order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. It's so great. And with that, this court is adjourned. That was wild. It turns out that Frank Sahwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when the people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sahwit let himself in to do his dirty work. Oh, and then she got home. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sahwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Wow. August 3rd. That was so cool. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not all, not all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Oh, Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. No, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? That's what I'm wondering. Autopsy report. I mean, the only thing I could think of was give him the statue, but he already knows about the statue, right? Is it supposed to be the fact that she still had it? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to just take traveling. That's true. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you wanted to become a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no, did Mia get killed? The end. That's the end of that chapter. Wow, a brand new episode has been added. That's wild. It's almost like you're having a battle, but it's like in court with evidence, with your words. You got to think it through and everything. That was really cool how they did that. And we are absolutely going to have to do another episode, a brand new episode. Does make me wonder though, how many episodes are in a game? Because we got 3 in this one game I've purchased here. Say something about the sisters. Save? Yeah. Cellular. Beep. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Oh, okay, so this does say Mia over here. Mia and Maya. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I got you. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers? I could really go for a good burger. Ooh, that sounds good. I haven't had dinner yet. Might be going for a burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th. Ooh, almost 9 o'clock. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. No. Took somebody else out. Red, white, blue. Wow. It's like 10 minutes later that the sister shows up. Uh-oh, I'm late. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Examine or move? Examine or move what? I guess we're gonna examine. How's this work? I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's, okay. I smell blood. Maybe I can scroll on the screen somehow. Can I move? Okay, I guess I go here. Oh boy, that smell. Blood. Sob. Sis. Someone's there. Oh no. Chief. 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 They have matching necklaces. Who are you? Won't she pass out? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Do I get a chance to examine over here now? Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Aww. Chief. Okay, good. We get to examine again. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again, right? Okay. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there is any clue here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker has been added to the court record. Oh, so I am actually getting like stuff that I'll use later. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Okay. Beyond recognition, it says. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? It says Maya. A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. Okay, I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what this girl was doing here. Does it give me the option to kind of look around at anything else? No clue here. I guess we already have that. Okay. What about the necklace? It's painful. Okay, so I guess we already got that. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice, luxurious place. Okay. Something over here. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. The glass we already looked at. Some shards of glass. Yep, okay. So even clicking that, it gives us the same thing. Okay, I guess that's gonna be it. Slide. Oh, look at that. The Fanco ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Is there a message? Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. Who's this? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Who? Okay, I'm a little confused by what was going on there. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was for email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Okay. Looked at that, looked at this. Guess there's nothing else. Just click this again. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I'd better not use it. Okay. Something here. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff that clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. That's pretty good. All right, slide. So that's everything. Okay. So these are what we got. Okay. I guess we go to back now. Move. Is there another desk? That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name? Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. I could see it being an issue later. If this actually like goes to court, be like, well, why did you show a potential person of interest evidence? But I don't know. Examine, move, talk, or present. Let's show it to her. Let's see what she says. It just looks like it's just written there, so I don't know. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. I'll freak her out. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I wondered if that'd be a bad idea. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Yo, you're a big dude. All right, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. That's funny. See? Oh, look, he's got like a bandage over here. Maybe nicked himself shaving. Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyways, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me? Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Yeah, I knew that was going to be the conclusion they jumped to. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, detention center. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. Of course I will. Sorry, not a chance. I mean, would it be considered like a conflict of interest for us to try to be the attorney for somebody murdered in our own building? I want to leave the choice up to her. I don't know why she wouldn't choose me, but at the same time, to just say, of course I will, might make her feel like she's not getting a choice. But I'm going to say it's up to her. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So, he crashed and burned. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't give her the option. That's what she said. No comment. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. I can examine her. I don't see anything on her, and my thought is they've probably already done that. Let's see what we get with talk. Maya, the day of the crime. Let's go with the day of the crime, I guess. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock-shaped, thinker. The one Larry made? How could it have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it? In her own voice? Hear her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Okay, your cell phone. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. All right, of course. Next time I see the detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo, a conversation I had with my sister, is recorded on my cell phone. Okay, the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Oh. I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Let's ask her. About her. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in the religious training? What is it to you? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Oh, no. Hopefully she doesn't come back at some point and try to say she's communicating with her sister. I don't think that's going to hold up in a court very well. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. That look says it all, right? I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that'd be too easy. If we ever get to a day where we can solve crimes like that, that'd be wild, wouldn't it? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Accept. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? No comment. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right. I'll be back. Okay. Back. Examine. Oh, I can examine this room. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Smile for the cameras. Okay, so we don't examine her at all. I thought maybe we'd look at that necklace or something. Okay, so we did that. Move. Okay, Grossberg Law Offices. There we go. What time is it? It didn't give me a time. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. I don't know why we'd want to examine this place. If there was like a calendar or something, I would maybe examine it just because maybe we would see that he's like on vacation for the next couple days or something. Move. I guess we'll go back here. She didn't have a lot of time, so. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I'd better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Okay, maybe I am supposed to talk or examine. Examine. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. That must be him. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. What's that? A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Okay, we're getting the feeling this guy's pretty wealthy, or at least he's putting on the impression of it. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Okay, well, we're not learning anything here. And it's not giving the option to like slide. Like to some other spot. Okay. Nothing here. Anything showing up here? Nope. Okay, I guess. Move. Let's see what happens if we try to go back here. Okay. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were Detective Gumshoe, Detective Sudashu, Detective Gumtree. He's the top one. I don't know if I should like pick one of these other ones, just be mean, but we'll go with the right name here. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe. Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right, and don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Must be one of his police buddies. Yes, sir? Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Okay, examine. They fixed the plant. Mia's favorite potted plant. Okay, I remember it had that bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta. Pal. Who is that? I don't know. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. The sky's blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Okay, so that's all one piece. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Oh, that's sad. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. Yeah, she seemed like the real deal, didn't she? Okay, guess maybe talk to him. Let's talk about Mia. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, huh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report, but that's all. There it is. 9 p.m., single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. Okay, so it's all stuff we pretty much knew. But it's still something that we can use in court, should we need to. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you're not going to win. Well, why you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. Of course not. I'm going to be honest. Never heard of him. Whoa! And you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Oh, don't tell me he turns out to be the one that Maya was said to go get. How much you want to bet that the person we were looking at to try to represent her is the one that's actually going to be prosecuting against her? I could see that happening. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine that'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Okay, back. Oh yeah, we want the letter. Yeah, see if we can get the phone. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that. I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. Tell him not so straight. We're gonna shoot him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Ugh, you're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in the memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious calls recorded in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Maya's cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Sweet. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Check. Okay, Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Oh. So it's literally what we read at the beginning. Okay, see you tonight at 9. Okay. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyery ways, pal. Too late. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. Oh, the witness. Her across the street. Okay. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me your name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? Aha, you're trying your lawyery tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Yeah, I got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Okay, nothing else I need to do here. Move. Gatewater Hotel. All right, here we are. Ooh, is she expecting somebody? Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right, real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting. I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I look the part of a beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. All right, examine. I see this thing sticking up here. There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. Okay, I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, what are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought I was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. I don't think she's gonna let's try talking first. What you witnessed, Miss May, this room. We'll start with number 1. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Gulp. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that occurs, happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, boy. Miss May. Could you who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is not the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh, boy. Okay, can't do anything else there. Let's see, we're going to be allowed to do this? No clues here. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the FACO office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. That sounds valuable. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. What's inside, I wonder? Cough, cough. Maybe later. Like, can I come back and visit here when, The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Okay, well. I don't know if we'll be able to do anything else here. I don't know if I even have anything I can give her. That would get in kind of a reaction from her. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything there. Okay, I guess we're going back to talk to her. Talk. Your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. Your mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual powers run in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up there on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Oh, like I said, that's why we can't go with this method. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Remember the white, red, blue, or whatever it was that we saw? Okay. I guess let's see if she gets anything out of this. Hey, I got your calls back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. I don't think that's going to do any good to show her. Okay, well, there's nothing else to do here. Let's see if our lawyer guy that we're supposed to be trying to get is back now. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, there he is. So you're the one they say been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes. Well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey, go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on any day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyways, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? I think he's the prosecutor. All right. I don't know. Is there more I can do here? Like examine him? No. Present. No, I don't have anything like from Mia to give him, so. Okay, we're going back to the detention center. The music they play there's like just great. Maya's not here. She must be in questioning. They probably won't let her out for a while. Maybe I go talk to the lawyer again. Really? Oh. I realize if I hit that, suddenly I get a new list of selections here. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see? But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anymore. I'll go look elsewhere. Grumble. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Mia. How do you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. That's quite a painting. Ah, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. I love it. Okay, now we can probably go back and talk to her. There she is. 342 Detention Center. We finally had a time pop up. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. No, he wasn't. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Erp. I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No, we're going to defend. I don't know why we would not choose to defend. We're totally defending. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. I don't know why. Part of me wants to choose one so that it's more of a friendship, relationship kind of a choice, but that may not be the route to go here. Someone else is the culprit. Probably instills confidence and definitely has more of a professional feel. I don't know why. It's probably the least good choice. We're going to go number 2. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way the lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long, long time ago. Oh, why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. I love the music they play right here too. It's like, yeah, let's go get them. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniff. Aww. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. Whew. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look in the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. Bellboy, good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Don't ask me where the accent came from. Please, stay as long as you'd like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No. Hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait. Now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White, a Blue Corp, phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White, a Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. Okay, White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Examine. Straight to here. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Ah, a wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Okay, wiretap added to the courtroom. Or court record. There's definitely something suspicious about Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. All right. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get this woman's bot. I'll get this woman's bottom. Whoops. I want to reread that one. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. I read it wrong, and then when I read it right, it still had the same meaning. So, no, that's pretty funny. Oh, bellboy. Still there? Uh-oh. Time to scram. To be continued. Wow. Yes. September 7th, District Court. All right, well, I think that's a good spot to say, because most likely once we start the courtroom scene, I'm going to assume you pretty much go all the way through it. And it's probably going to be a much more lengthy, tricky case than our first one. I feel like the first one was more of like a tutorial where they were kind of teaching you the ropes, kind of see how it works. But this one, we actually are like a part of the crime. We got to witness what the scene looked like. We've met all the people that are involved, and we're going to have to piece this thing together. Now, I don't know if we solve it all in one sitting, or if it's one of these things where it's like we don't reach a conclusion and it carries over for a few chapters. I don't know. I am very intrigued though, and I obviously want to find out what happens next. So you guys got to let me know in the comment section of this video, do you want to see a full playthrough of this game? Are you loving it? And if you do, then we'll see about getting a full playthrough of this on the channel. If not, I can play it on my own. I don't mind that, but I know I got some fans of this. People have been requesting it for quite a while on the channel, so I'm expecting to probably hear a lot of good comments about it, but we'll have to wait and see until the next video. Until next time, continue to be safe out there, everybody. I'll see you on that next one.